It's that time again. It's time for another Saturday night special where we talk about everything rockhounding related. Well, I got a couple of rocks in the mail this week. Justin, who I'm not exactly sure where Justin lives, but he sent some rocks from both California and Oregon because he's down in, he's in the Coast Guard. Yeah, that's right. That's what his letter said. He's in the Coast Guard, so he gets to go around, pick up interesting stuff. Well, he sent a couple of rocks for identification, and I will say that these two rocks were a little bit of a stumper almost. He also sent some smaller pieces of it, like let's get some water action going here, huh? Sent some smaller pieces like that. I have to admit they gave me a little bit of threw me for a little bit of a loop. We definitely have some interesting things happening here. This one is some kind of metamorphic rock, which has been brecciated. God, I'm so terrible with that word. Brecciated. So split up and filled with some kind of silicate. It's really hard to see here. I did look at it under the microscope, and that's what I've determined. And then he also sent the GPS, okay, which that's kind of a very important thing when doing this kind of identification work, is to be able to look at the exact geology of it, which, you know, that's a problem, right? That's a problem when it comes to like things like your Facebook groups, because ain't nobody want to give their location away to their rocks, so their rocks. We'll talk about that here in a second. But exact locations is kind of super helpful for figuring out what you have. So this one, okay, is quite interesting. I'm going to roll in here the photos I took with the microscope. And thanks, James, for the microscope, by the way. The thing's amazing to use. You can see here in these photos, there's little pockets of quartz crystal, some botryoidal chalcedony. It's an interesting rock. So what I believe the rock is jasper. We have jasper here that then had little voids filled with hot silicate goo and became what it is. It's kind of an interesting piece, actually. I'm very tempted to at least cut the bottom off of it, maybe polish it up, see what we have going on here. He sent some little pieces too, like of other stuff that's in the area, which is interesting. You know, it's always cool when I can see rocks from other areas, because it really does help to build my, I don't know, knowledge base. Being able to see more rocks in person, have my hands on them, than I would ever be able to, well, I guess have in person. I mean, it's all of the stuff back here, you know. It's very educational. Sometimes I just come out and I look at it. So I've started to build a machine. I've been getting all the parts for a low-speed cerium oxide buffing wheel to be kind of the companion to the Richardson's high-speed sander, which that'll be awesome. Now, I like testing stuff here on the channel, right? I like testing stuff. Check this out. Okay, so this is going to be the pulley wheel, and you might notice how black this thing is. Well, it's black because it's plastic. It is made in America, though. So I'm trying something new here. What that thing is a glass fiber nylon, or glass fiber reinforced nylon plastic pulley, okay? And I got my concerns. You know, most pulleys for machines are going to be steel. They're going to be like that zinc, you know, cast iron or a zinc pulley. I've never tried a plastic one. Kind of reminds me of like what were they, like the wheels on BMX bikes in like the 80s and 90s, early 90s. with like the spokes, you know, like this. But you know, we got keyed insert metal, and then it's keyed into the plastic. We'll see how this thing holds up. I mean, I think it's going to hold up actually just fine. I mean, you know, handguns, the handgun like frames, the frame to like Glocks and stuff, it's made out of that stuff. And those never break. So we'll see. It's a nice way of just testing it out. When that's done, though, that'll be a great addition out here in the shop. So I gotta address this because it's boiling my blood. Now, maybe you saw this video right here, where I was like, what in the world are people digging for out here? And more information has came to light, and I know what's happening. First off, I was in that area out there. I'm not going to actually say where this area is at because I don't think there's anything out there, and I don't want to send people on a wild goose chase. It has historical mention of smoky quartz crystal in the area. That's what I was doing out there when I saw these random dig holes on the side of a road, and went out there and thoroughly dug, thoroughly investigated it, and there's no crystals coming out there. Now, there's a lot of speculation in the comments there as far as what people were doing, and I now know. I know of at least one person up at Solo Creek that has been telling people to go there and dig. Now, Solo Creek is like the Hanson Creek of eastern Washington. So it's a smoky quartz crystal dig location. Somebody is there being like, oh no, you gotta go to this other spot. You go dig there. They're sending people on a wild goose chase, I think, to get them away from the main crystal dig area, which I think is a great time to talk about the untrustworthiness of certain people. When anybody tells you to go to a location to go check it out, if there's no photos of the material, no video of the material, and you don't really know the person that well, take it with a grain of salt. They might be trying to deceive you. They might be trying to lead you on a wild goose chase and kind of pull the wool over your eyes. I mean, if that spot's so great, why wasn't that guy there, right? Like, it just doesn't add up. Doesn't add up, and I don't like it. It stinks. So you know, be cautious, everybody. This past week, we took some trips, Sarah's birthday week trips, and did some crystal digging of our own. Let's look at that. So here is one of the more kind of cleaned up plates. I gotta do like serious cleaning on these. I probably gotta like soak them for like a week, right? Like you can see on that one versus, let's look at this guy here, versus this, okay? One is clearly significantly cleaner than the other, but this was in iron out for like 12 hours. And I think part of the problem with the milkiness is that I have really hard water. I'm gonna try doing some cleaning with distilled water. I think that will make a big difference. You can see, like, they want to be really clear, but yeah, you know, I think the problem is I'm trying to clean stuff with hard water, and that doesn't work. So I got to get some jugs of distilled water, and I'll try that. But that spot, the silver bell, incredible, right? Just a never-ending sea of crystals. I mean, there's literally no way that people are going to tap that out. I mean, like, you could seriously just flip rocks indefinitely up there, and we really didn't even scratch the surface, right? Like, that was just kind of the beginning of what you could find out there. There are, like I said in the video, there are adits and mine shafts out there. Definitely, it is not a place to, I don't know, have an off-leash dog. You might be coming home -1 dog. And then, of course, up at Chelan Butte, right? Like, what an epic spot. Like, forget the rocks for a second. Like, you can simply just go places because it's gorgeous. And it is absolutely gorgeous up there at Chelan Butte. One thing that was at the Silver Bell was at all those cores. Look at that. Little beautiful quartz crystal sitting in that core right there. Amazing. We didn't take many cores. I mean, we got this one that has some amethyst, purple amethyst in there. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to well, I don't know, heading back at some point, doing some serious exploration, which should be a lot of fun. A lot of fun, just to get out. We have so many places around here that just are begging to be explored, I guess. Look at that. That's going to look awesome, fully clean. I might have some time next week to load all of these up in a bin and do a big clean session on these. So I'm going to try some different acids. But, like, the more I get into the cleaning of stuff, the more I'm like, the harsher acids, like, it's just kind of they work well. We've tested it here. They're just kind of annoying, I guess. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's just kind of annoying to have to deal with like muriatic acid and, all of the handling of it and the disposal of it and all of that stuff. So, is what it is. Do have some fun videos for this coming week. We're going to be doing a shop video. And we're going to be doing some roadside rock hounding for something very cool. And I'll give you a little preview of what that is. Check that out. We're going to go get some of this this coming week, which that'll be a blast. And I'm looking forward to testing that out. I've had a number of people warn me about this, right? About these plastic pulleys. They're like, oh, they're no good. And then I ask them, oh, have you ever tried one on a machine? And they all say no. So, I'll be the guinea pig. I'll be the canary in the coal mine for that because as far as giant pulleys go, well, plastic is cheaper than cast iron. Well, I hope you're having a fabulous week, everybody. Hoping you have a good weekend. Maybe you can get out, do a little bit of rock hounding. So, I appreciate you coming by, being part of the channel. It means a lot to me to see the growth here. I feel like I'm really able to accomplish stuff and really kind of put some positive messages out there about hitting tripods, apparently, about rock hounding and all the good stuff that we get to do here. So, I will catch you on the next video. See, I didn't say see you, I said catch you. Thank you so much for watching my entire video. If you like the videos, well, you'll probably also like the website, currentlyrockhounding.com. There's all kinds of great listings and articles, and it's growing all the time, along with different photos. Just go check it out. Go check out the website. It's free. There's no ads. It's just there for your enjoyment. So, as always, thank you so much for coming by the channel, hanging out with me, watching. Take care, everybody.